Hey, I'm Chris Huskins and today I'm in Newcastle.
Next level.
I took the trip from the sunny south coast to the slightly colder, need a big coat, city of Newcastle for a very special marketing conference. Atomicon 2019 is a marketing conference for the small and mighty, put on by Andrew and Pete.
Next level.
I've been working with them and been part of their membership site for a few years, so it's fair to say I was excited for this event. Not just because I know them, but because I know of their incredible ability to mix learning with fun. So this week's video is going to be my 3 key learnings from Atomicon 2019, plus I'll give you a taste of the event too. So my first key takeaway from Atomicon was about fear. The event was positioned as not just knowing or fighting your fears, but following them. Andrew and Pete started the event with a bang about catch-22s. For example, I don't do sales calls. Well, why don't you do sales calls? Because it's really awkward. But why is it really awkward? Well, because I don't know what to say. Well, why don't you know what to say? Well, because I don't do sales calls. You see what I mean? It's a continuous circle, a catch-22. And the examples went on to why people don't do video marketing, why don't people pitch themselves, and then they landed on why people don't charge what they're worth. And this was the fear and the first takeaway for me. I don't charge enough to some of my clients for the years I put into learning the trade. I've always known this deep down, but I've never done anything about it. Call it imposter syndrome, call it fear of losing customers, whatever the reason. Well, that ended on the Friday of Atomicon, and the prices were set at a scary number, but one I know is deserved, especially for the awesome team I have around me. So key takeaway number 1, follow your fear, charge what you're worth. Takeaway number 2, later in the day came a session I was looking forward to. Dan and Lloyd Knowlton, Andrew and Pete's frenemies, ran a session on video. If you've been watching my videos over the last couple of months, you'll know it's something I am now a massive advocate of, and my YouTube channel has seen some good success. First up, Dan ran a session on how important video is. But again, there is fear behind doing it for so many people. Lloyd then ran a Q&A session on more granular tips for creating great video on a budget. Now I've already started using video, as you can see, so the key takeaway here for me was something different to those who haven't, but for me it was the different levels of video that Dan and Lloyd are creating. They broke the types of videos up into a funnel. Awareness videos, they're educational or opinion pieces, the sorts of videos you see on my YouTube channel. Then there's consideration videos. They're the ones that show that people, your work, what you're doing, gives credibility and showcase testimonials. Then there's purchasing videos. These are the ones that sell your products, in a good way of course, but they give clear call to actions and show what products and services you have available. For me, I produce a lot of awareness videos and almost no consideration or purchase videos. So even if people are loving my videos on YouTube, which I'm sure you are, and you don't know what else I do, how I can help, or even if you wanted to, where to purchase these services from. I guess I always had another fear about being salesy, and so reverted back to making more awareness content. So my key takeaway number 2 is break the fear and showcase what I do with consideration and purchasing videos. Takeaway number 3 came from the legend that is Chris Ducker. Now I'm a part of Chris's Youpreneur Academy, so I'd previously been through a lot of what Chris spoke about in his closing keynote of the day. However, there was a very strong takeaway from Chris's talk that had me snapping the slide, writing down the quotes and sending it to multiple friends. Stop comparing somebody else's 100th step to your first. How often do we do this? Not just in business, but in life as well. We try to go from the weight we are now after a bit of holiday weight or a big Christmas dinner, straight to the skinny models or footballers on the TV's kind of weight. They've been through over 100 steps to get there, yet we compare them with our first step, the first day we're back in the gym. We do it with cars. I want an Aston Martin as much as anyone who's seen Bond, but that's the 100th step car. I cannot compare my first car to an Aston Martin or a Ferrari. We do it with money in our bank accounts, holidays people are having, looks, clothing, Instagram followers, and to the same demise we do it to our businesses. We try to run before we can walk. We compare the YouTube creator that we love on his 100th video, and then we lose heart when we don't have as many likes or comments on our first video. So the third key takeaway for me is patience. Yes, we have to work hard and keep learning and adapting, and yes, it's amazingly powerful to have goals in mind, but to build anything over time, we need to have patience. We cannot compare our first step with someone else's 100th. Those are my 3 key takeaways from Atomicon 2019. But a little shout out to everyone else that spoke. Victoria Fleming did an amazing talk on sales and why we shouldn't be afraid of being salespeople. Teresa Heath-Waring did a great session on webinars that really convert. And Ian Anderson Gray did a truly brilliant talk on live video, which had us all on our feet doing vocal warm-ups. Plus breakout sessions that I couldn't make it to but I heard were great from Paul Ince, Julia Bramble, Callie Willows, Christine Gritman, and who could forget the evening closing talk by the unforgettable John Burkhart. The entire event was absolutely fantastic. The perfect mix of learning, fun, and amazing people. Atomicon 2020 is happening next year. The event details are already out there with some amazing speaker lineups. Next year, the capacity has gone from 350 sold out to 1,600 people at the Sage in Newcastle. Here's some of the amazing speakers they have lined up. If you want to get your tickets, I've got mine. Head over to atomicon.co.uk and thanks for watching.